Have you ever felt overlooked, like your true potential was invisible to those around you? Have you ever asked yourself, what is my real value in this world? Let me tell you a powerful Zen story, simple, but life-changing. One quiet morning, a young monk approached his master with eyes full of curiosity. "Master," he asked, "what is the greatest value of my life? How do I know what I'm truly worth?" The Zen master paused, then smiled. Instead of giving an answer, he pointed to the garden behind the temple. "Pick up one of the large stones there. Tomorrow, take it to the village market. If anyone asks the price, don't say a word, just hold up 2 fingers. If they try to bargain, don't sell it. Bring it back." The young monk was puzzled but obeyed. The next day, he carried the heavy stone to the market. It was just an ordinary, rough gray rock, nothing special. Or so he thought. As he placed it down, a curious housewife walked up. "How much for this rock?" she asked. He silently held up 2 fingers. $20, she guessed. How about 20? I can use it to press my pickled vegetables." Shocked, the monk thought, $20? For this plain old rock? There are hundreds like it behind the temple. But he remembered the master's instructions and didn't sell. He returned to the monastery, his eyes wide with wonder. "Master," he said, "someone offered $20 for the stone. Isn't it worthless?" The master smiled gently. "Tomorrow, take the same stone to the city museum." The following day, the monk walked into the museum carrying the same stone. Visitors and curators glanced at it, intrigued by its unique texture. One man approached him seriously. "What's the price of this stone?" Again, the monk held up 2 fingers. $2,000, the man said. "I'd like to carve a rare sculpture out of it." The monk's jaw nearly dropped. From $20 to $2,000 overnight? He didn't sell, as instructed, and hurried back to the master. "Master, someone offered $2,000 for the same stone. I don't understand." The Zen master nodded, calm as ever. "Take it to an antique shop tomorrow. Don't speak. Same rule applies." On the 3rd day, the young monk entered a luxurious antique store. The place was filled with porcelain, jade, and ancient scrolls. When the stone was placed on the counter, collectors gathered. One well-dressed man said, "This is a rare find. I'll pay $20,000. As the monk stood silent, the offer increased. $200,000. Just name your price." Overwhelmed, the monk gently picked up the stone and rushed back. "Master," he exclaimed, "they offered $200,000. It's the same rock. How is that possible?" The Zen master looked into the monk's eyes and spoke softly. "My child, the stone hasn't changed, but its value has based on where it was placed. In the market, it was worth $20. In a museum, $2,000. In an antique shop, $200,000. He continued, "Your life is just like this stone. People will value you differently depending on where you are, who you're with, and what they see in you." This story is more than metaphor. So many people live their whole lives in the market, being valued far below their true worth. Not because they lack potential, but because they are not in the right place. Let me share a real example. One of my friends, a brilliant graphic designer, spent years working in a local copy shop. No one appreciated his talent. His ideas were ignored. He felt invisible. But when he moved to a creative agency in another city, suddenly, his designs won awards. His salary tripled. What changed? Only his environment. He was the same stone, just placed in the right hands. Let's ask ourselves, am I surrounding myself with people who see my worth? Do I believe in my own value, or do I let others define it for me? Am I stuck in a place that keeps me small? Here's the truth. Your value doesn't decrease because someone else fails to see it. But to unlock your worth, you need to know your strengths. Place yourself where those strengths are needed. Let go of spaces and relationships that diminish you. The world is full of voices. Some will ignore you, some will judge you, some will underestimate you. But the rare few will recognize the masterpiece within. Like the stone, your worth is not fixed. It depends on where you stand. Choose wisely. Stand in rooms that respect your dreams. Walk with people who challenge you to grow. Say no to environments that shrink your light. Because when you know your worth and place yourself wisely, life transforms. A stone becomes priceless only when it's placed in the right hands. So ask yourself today, where are you standing? And is it the place that truly reflects who you are? If this story resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear, you are worth more than they told you. And remember, believe in your value, and the world will begin to reflect it back to you. If you enjoyed this story, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned. Each week, we share stories that awaken your soul and guide you back to your path. Because your life is meant to be a masterpiece.